Hi people, how you doing? Hi, hope you're good. And of course, this is Saffron Media. We give you trending, exciting, reliable, and authentic happenings. Yes, it's so exciting that will bring you the latest and most updated about the Edo State election. And I hope this is your best blog when it comes to the Edo State update regarding the forthcoming Edo election, because we bring it to you just as you want it. And of course, as it is the Edo House of Assembly has actually been on serious heat as regarding the factions on which is valid and which is not actually valid. But really, Obaseki has actually decided to take the bull by the horn as he ignores APC's factional Edo Assembly and also approves new board of Edo Sopadek. Yes. Details of this will be coming to you shortly. I hope you stay tuned and enjoy this. But before then, if you haven't subscribed, please ensure you hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell, because that is the only way you get notified anytime we drop a new video. Okay guys, let us dive right into the details of this report. As it says, the dissident legislators elect that inaugurated themselves into a clearly unconstitutional faction of Edo State Assembly are fuming over Governor Obaseki's working with the known Edo Assembly and in total disregard of their existence. Approval of the appointment of new board into the Edo Sopadek. Recall that the Edo State House of Assembly at a plenary sitting in Benin City on Monday, August 2020, and led by the Speaker Francis Akiye, had cleared 2 civil commissioners and 3 commissioners of Edo Spadek, the Edo State Oil and Gas Producing Areas Development Commission. Those cleared were 2 civil commissioners designates in Lawrence Ogieva and Alex Aideloje, with Charles Aideyon, Abdullahi Imodagbe, and Daniel Enebi were confirmed as commissioners for Edo Sopadek. The approval of the new board of Edo Sopadek by Obaseki has now worsened the case of the APC factional Edo State Assembly as an illegal contraption with no constitutional validity. However, whose appointment into the new board was approved by Obaseki includes Mr. Kennedy Osifo, Chairman Mrs. Omosede Obanwanyi, representing Owe North-East, Mr. Osawanyi Atu, representing Orionwa, and Mr. Williams Dudu, representing Ikpoba Oka, and Mr. Riwanu Oshomole, representing Edo North, Princess Mrs. Iku Iware Aimiwo, representing Edo South, and Mr. Emmanuel Odige, representing Edo Central. Strangely, the factional Edo Assembly, who called the valid Edo State House of Assembly a contraption, are warning Obaseki to be mindful of the separation of power as contained in the Constitution and asked him to stop his disregard for the Constitution. It's interestingly, the unconstitutional factional assembly also gave directives to the State Commissioner of Police, the Department of State Security (DSS), the Commandant of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC), and every other security agencies to forthwith stop giving security escorts to the members of the legitimate Edo House of Assembly. Imagine people who are yet to be admitted into the assembly floor and who gathered in a private house to declare themselves as Edo State House of Assembly, now giving order to security agencies, people who should be under arrest by now. This is the joke APC and Oshomole has turned Edo State into. The beautiful thing is that by September 19th, all this nonsense would have ended, and Edo people elect who they want to govern them in the next 4 years. Of course, like I said, it is so uncalled for, and it is unconstitutional and so much invalid for any state to have 2 factions of the House of Assembly, because of course you can hear now that the APC faction is actually requesting that the DSS and all security agents should withdraw from the valid House of Assembly members, and even those that have escorts, that they should withdraw every escort from them. And they are just giving orders which is uncalled for and not necessary, because they are the ones that are doing things that are unconstitutional in the country. And like I said earlier today, that if all these things are happening and the present day government sees it and feels it is not something to call together and ensure this is solved, I believe this is a cheap government, I would say, because of course it is not right for any state or any country to have two functions of House of Assembly or even any legislative house, because one part is giving their own law and another is giving which will the people follow, because they are not even sure, especially in a place like Nigeria where most people do not even know their rights. They don't know what the law says and all of that. They don't even know the constitution. And by the time one faction is giving a law and another is giving, which will the people follow? It is actually causing confusion, just like the lawsuit that was given against Governor Godwin Obaseki and his government, that they should just try and face the court regarding this, regarding that the account should be closed. And you know what the court said? The court said this is not the right time to bring up such a case. After the election, we can talk about this, but at this time, it is a distraction to the government of the day. And really, such things are distractions, even at this very point, to the government of the day. Imagine two factions in the state. How can the governor even concentrate on the forthcoming election and even completing some of the projects in the state at this very point? Because he's trying to complete all of that, and at the same time you are bringing court issues, you are bringing House of Assembly issues and the likes, which would draw things back and even make things slower in the state. So really, the people of the state should think about this and concentrate more on the forthcoming election. And APC and their factions should call the party together, should call themselves together. They really do not need this kind of thing right now, because more and more it is causing there to be an uproar of violence in the state, and it is totally wrong and totally uncalled for at this present moment. Everyone is preparing for the election, so there's no need arousing any kind of suspicious or any kind of attempt of rising violence in the state. So it is important that the faction of the APC put themselves together and ensure that Edo State is peaceful before, during, and after these very elections. So guys, you've heard it from here. If you have anything to say about this, please ensure you drop it in the comment section. And also, if you haven't subscribed, this is the best time to do so. Ensure you hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget, I really appreciate you. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.